My name is Arun Kumar and I am the driver, and you're watching Driven Diary episode 117. Driven Diary is the documentation of my life as I build $1 billion automotive service business called Driven Auto Care. We currently have 3 locations in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we will grow this business until we reach a $1 billion valuation, at which point I believe we will have made a dent in the perception of the automotive service business, which I believe is drastically needed in North America today. Driven Diary is essentially a journal going over the day-to-day of what it looks like building this business. We have both what's going on in my thought process, what's going on in the business itself, and some of what's going on in my personal car collection as well. In this week's video, it is the last week that I am running our Campbell shop before the new manager starts, which will finally end me having to step in and run one of our 3 shops over the last 3 months as I have completely replaced our management team. This has been a really good change in the business, but I love running shops. At the end of the day, it's this bittersweet change that I have upcoming here that I'm preparing for in this video, where I kind of feel like I left some on the table. I had a technician out one day, and I was a little distracted with just everything else going on and preparing for training the new guy. So, with all that said, let's get to the video. Saturday afternoon, we got a Porsche. You're familiar with that Porsche. This is the Porsche. This is the worst warranty that Driven Auto Care will ever pay. It is $30-something thousand in warranty coverage, and I am waiting for the detailer to come and get it cleaned up so we can deliver it probably next week. It's very exciting. This is also here. This is also getting detailed. I think I mentioned in a video, or maybe not. One of my cats got stuck in the garage and he slept on top of the car. There's footprints all over it. It's quite dusty. Hasn't been detailed in a while, so time to get it detailed. Got this here. Got that there with the broken windshield. That's super fun. I don't even know how that happened. And we have this. So the E46 M3 is back from Mako again. This time it has new trunk struts. They painted these pieces. They replaced this. They put the cowl and the wiper blades back on. So this is done. This is done. Looks very, very good. So I'm happy with that. Interestingly, I just saw, I was at my buddy's wrap shop down the street from here. He hosted a very large exotic car show plus toy drive, and the owner of the building came out and was yelling at the host. Apparently a bunch of tenants complained to the landlord, and that caused a stir. So though I have some risk hosting events here, it didn't get that bad for sure. I have chill neighbors. I got permission from the landlord, so grateful, I guess, that I'm not in that position. And yeah, that was rough to watch him get in a bit of a tense situation with his landlord there. So hope that works out for him. I'm gonna eat lunch. That's all for now. It's Monday morning, and I know this shot isn't the best. You have a ton of the F80's carbon fiber hood in this picture. But I don't know, I feel like a corner has been needing to be turned for a while. And I wanted to document it with a little bit more significance, how I feel about that today. Obviously, I'm standing in front of the warranty Porsche 911 997 that you're very familiar with. This car just got an engine rebuild on my dime for $28,000. The customer paid us $21,000 back in January or February, and then we didn't fix the problem. And so I had to pay an additional $28,000 to get it fixed. And it is killing me because we didn't do what we said we were going to do, and it has been a horrific experience getting this car fixed. It's been here for yet another 7 months. October was the best month we'd ever did. We did $280,000 in sales, and if the Campbell shop didn't exist, we would have made 40 grand net on that, which isn't great. That's like, what, 13, 14%. But because of the Campbell shop, we made 22 grand. We made 40 before one-time expenses and interest, but we made 22 after. And that was okay. November, I don't have all the numbers yet, but we definitely didn't do that because we started off only making $180,000 in sales. We had $100,000 less in sales. So I'm expecting a bloodbath, basically. San Ramon and Fremont were slow. Campbell, I let go of the lead tech and the manager, and I ran that shop. So expenses were low in Campbell. I think we will have actually made money. And we have a good pipeline, both in Fremont and in Campbell, going into this week, November or December 1st. But what the fuck was that? So, you know, I'm pretty upset about that. And I'm sitting here lifting, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm listening to all this hype Instagram, testosterone reels and all that. And I'm just so pissed off that I thought this was going to be what turned a corner. Still might be, I guess. But that ain't it. That ain't it. We have reduced expenses significantly, but that ain't it. That is not what we did in November is not what we need to do. So we're swimming through the very treacherous beginning of the month cash flow right now. Lost $23,000 out of the bank account overnight. But a lot will close out. So I got a new tech starting today in Campbell. I'm switching the other existing tech over to a performance pay plan, and then every tech in the company will be on a performance pay plan. He probably won't like it. But hey, December, we're going to get back to succeeding and not this 180,000 in sales. I have 3 shops capable of doing 100 each. 300 is where we should be every month, not under 200. That is trash. So how should I wrap this up? November was terrible. I've had worse, but it was horrible. But I was a bit blinded by the fact that we were busy in Campbell. So I'm going to be creating new fleet lead generation and funnels to get new fleet customers. I am going to continue doing what I did over the weekend, which is I ran my own We Are Driven Dream Car Accelerator ads. I got 4 leads over the weekend. People are actually seeing the ad. That's what it takes, I guess. Take matters into your own hands. Stop relying on other people to do your marketing for you. And put the pedal to the fucking metal. Time for December. Let's get it. That's all for now. And for a simple AC job, this 4-month saga with that van is coming to an end. Very happy to say it runs. We'll see if the AC blows cold here in a second. I'm getting that thing out of here. That's all for now. No, it's not. It's Tuesday morning. Now that's all for now. Okay. We're doing some Googling about fuel trims this morning, and the reason for that is we have a new technician who started in Campbell this week, and his diagnostic ability isn't quite up to the other technician here, and the other technician is out today. He took a day off and told us in advance, so he's not here to help guide, and it's up to me with my very, very, very limited diagnostic experience to figure stuff out with the new technician. So I'm back to my old friend Eric O at South Main Auto, if you're familiar with him, and his YouTube videos have taught me everything I know about diagnostic process. He uses an Autel scanner. We have Autel scanners. Everything I know about diagnostics comes from either him or my own experience with Driven Auto Care. I haven't looked at anybody else's YouTube. Nothing else has really come close. And we have a 2014 Altima in here with a long crank and a check engine light for basically too little fuel to air ratio in the engine. The long crank, usually caused by a fuel pump. We checked fuel pressure, it is low. We have changed the fuel pump, and I just sent out the technician on a test drive with the car with a scan tool hooked up, showing the live data that it should be showing. Yesterday, we couldn't get the correct live data. Today, we figured out how to get the correct live data by going in general OBD2 scan instead of the Nissan OBD2 scan. So I'm very proud of being able to do that. It's a little sketchy that I'm the one doing it, but nevertheless, that is what we're doing right now. So that's all for now. I guess actually I'll show you one other thing this fine Wednesday morning. Yesterday took in 18 grand, closed 7. We're supposed to be closing 5 a day per shop, so we are weak right now. The Fremont shop has a ton of sold work in it that is refusing to leave because we keep taking in new work. The Campbell shop has been hard to get work out because Mick, yesterday, one of the technicians, he spent 8 of 10 hours yesterday on a van that's an $11,000 repair that hasn't left in 4 months. You saw that yesterday. It is just about to leave. We need AC line block-off kits, and we need an alignment that me and Hamilton are going to take care of today. San Ramon's just slow. There's just not enough cars there, and I do think we need to do a better job of getting them in, just saying, yes, come on in, we'll take care of it, all that kind of stuff. So here we did that yesterday, and you saw that big rowdy truck with the hood exit. So obviously didn't buy anything, but it's stuff like that. It's still a good experience for us. So that's what I got. That's what I got going on right now. Let's hope things improve and sales start closing out. That's all for now. Well, there's Hamilton way back there. This thing is rowdy. This is the diesel van. I'm taking it for an alignment. The shifter indicator doesn't work, so I didn't find park for a while. The engine is right here. It's very loud. Everything is shaking. I don't know if you can really tell because it's going to stabilize on camera, and it's extremely slow. But hey, I'm going to put the phone down while I'm driving a customer car. And that's it for Driven Diary episode 117. Like I said, I left a lot on the table, and I think over the course of this week, you can see that although we were super busy, that diesel van was supposed to leave, it didn't. Don't even get me started on that thing. It's still, I'm recording this the next week, it still hasn't left. Now we lost parts. Like, it's one thing after another. Anyways, we didn't lose parts. The vendor lost parts, our supplier. Anyways, still hasn't left. Just trying to push everything out the door, and it really didn't happen. So I was a little disappointed with my last week running the shop, but I'm very excited for what is coming up next. But you have to stay tuned for next week's video to find out what happens, because it hasn't happened yet for me either. So if you want to see what happens, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. If you liked this video, make sure you leave a like so we show up higher in the YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions or feedback about the episode, leave a comment below. And until next week, I hope you can go out and continue to build your own automotive dreams and stay driven.